Dashi is the life of washoku, that means Japanese cuisine. So a good dashi is the key of deliciousness. Normally, kombu and katsuobushi, smoked fermented bonito flakes, are the two major almighty dashi materials. Especially a big quantity of katsuobushi bonito flakes is needed to make a good dashi that contains lots of umami. But you can't use katsuobushi or Shojin Ryori, then what do? To substitute the void of the big source of umami, we use sun-dried shiitake mushrooms, kampyo, dried gourd strips, as well as kombu. This time I didn't use, but also you can add roasted soybeans as another dashi material. Leaving kombu, dried shiitake, and kampyo in water for a night. Your Shojin dashi is ready in the morning. Now I'm washing kampyo lightly and add it in the container. Now kombu, dried shiitake, kampyo, and full of water to the very top of the container, and put lid on it, then put it in the refrigerator for a night. You can utilize those kombu, dried shiitake, kampyo after soaked for gorgeous miso soup ingredients by cutting or slicing them up. Gohan, rice dish. Today I will cook Kinoko Gohan. Kinoko means mushrooms, since it's autumn. Lots of mushrooms I'm going to use. 2 cups of regular rice and 1 cup of mochi rice. It's sold as sweet rice. Now I'm rinsing them. In Japan, we call this process to polish rice. So polish means in my palm I'm polishing grains of rice one another. So nowadays those rice are nicely prepared, but in old days lots of shells were attached, so this process was important. But nowadays you don't have to seriously polish them, just lightly. And this rice water after polished contains lots of nutrition. So traditionally we give this rice water to the plants. Now I am cutting shiitake mushrooms, which is used to make dashi. And now oyster mushrooms, we call it shiratake in Japan. And shimeji, I'm a big mushroom fan, so using many different mushrooms. Maitake also contains lots of umami. This is gobo, called bird rock in English. I'm not sure, but we call it this root veggie, gobo. You don't have to peel the skin, but just rubbing with this kind of thing, then ready to cut. So it's good to contain the smell of the ground because it's a root veggie. Cutting gobo into these pieces. And then carrot also into these pieces. Then seasoning, soy sauce, and mirin. Mirin is a very sweet sake. Normally it's used to add sweetness. Then sake. Definitely it is prohibited to drink sake at a monastery, but it is allowed to use as seasoning. Then add the seasoning onto the rice. At this point, please don't add mushrooms yet because we have to measure the amount of watery part, including dashi. This is Shojin Dashi and seasoning, soy sauce, mirin, sake is in the rice cooker. Then finally mushrooms, carrot and gobo, and push the button. About an hour or 1 hour after this, very good smell of autumn from the rice cooker. The bottom of rice is slightly burned. It's called okoge, and we appreciate that. So this is autumnal kinoko mushroom rice. This is a soup dish called Kakiage Jiru. It's a tempura of sweet corn and edamame in a clear soup based on Shojin Dashi. You can use fresh corn like this or definitely frozen corn and edamame. You can buy frozen edamame at any supermarket nowadays. So this tempura mix doesn't contain eggs. This particular brand of tempura powder doesn't contain eggs. The water should be cold, so the water to dissolve tempura mix should be prepared cold. And now, deep frying, since it's tempura, the temperature of the oil is around 340 degrees Fahrenheit, 340 Fahrenheit. Then this tempura of edamame and corn are cooked. Clear soup based on this Shojin Dashi seasoning with soy sauce and mirin, and add some black sugar. Boiling it. Then, if the sweetness or saltiness is not enough, you can add some more seasoning. And I topped cilantro. Normally we use mitsuba, very fragrant herb, but since we don't have mitsuba here, substitute with cilantro. I love cilantro. And put the hot clear soup and a bit cilantro. Now ready to eat Kakiage Jiru with edamame and corn tempura.